Hey everyone, so you can tell by my face I took a very nasty fall, so putting on makeup is gonna be really difficult today. Just kidding! I'm going to do a tutorial today on how I do these big fake bruises. I did these for a performance for my last talent show because it is my senior year, and I did Waiting for You by Demi Lovato, and I wore like a boxing kind of outfit, and I wanted to look like I got beat up a little bit. So yeah, I have bruises by my lips. It looks like I broke my nose. My eye is all black and blue, and then I have this lovely bruise on my jaw that is inspired by my old wisdom teeth bruises, and I have this pretty side of my face. So if you want to see how to A, freak people out if you don't tell them you're doing this and you just show up like this, B, are missing Halloween and just want to be creative with your makeup, or C, just want to watch a video on how to make yourself look like you got beat. So keep watching and I'll show you how to mess with your friends. So the first thing you're going to do is do your regular makeup. I already had my foundation done and my eyebrows, but you're going to want to do a really pretty eye on one side. My look was kind of inspired by Ronda Rousey because I really love her, and she never wears, if any, makeup in the ring, so I decided I would do just a eyeshadow that kind of matched my skin tone, but it would even it out because you want the one side of your face to look drastically different than the other. So I did just a nude shadow, and then on the outside I picked up a slightly darker brown shadow and put it on the outer corner just to create a little bit of contrast. So now I'm just going to highlight my brow with a really kind of cream colored shadow just because I want my brow bone to really stick out. So now I'm just going to take this felt tip eyeliner that I'm really loving from Ico, and I'm going to do a thin line of eyeliner just to make this side look really pretty. No wing or anything, just right against the lashes. And I'm going to use the They're Real primer, and it's tinted brown, so it'll give your lashes a little bit of separation, but it won't make it look like you did a whole lot to them. So now I'm going to put some contour on this side of my face, but not the other side, because I want the other side to look puffy and swollen. So I'm just going to do my eyebrow and my cheek and blend it out with a sponge that I had on hand that had a little bit of translucent powder on it. So I'm just going to blend that out because when I do the bruises on my jaw and my forehead on the other side, I want them to look noticeably different than this side. So I'm just going to go under my chin, and I'm going to take this peachy blush from Ulta and just sweep it over my cheeks. There's not a lot of sparkle or anything in it, so it'll just kind of amplify your natural color, and a little bit of this strobing cream from MAC for extra shine. This part I am going to speed up because it's basically based on personal preference, but what you're going to do is you're going to outline in black matte shadow where you want the deepest parts of your bruise. So I'm going right under my eye with this really, not defined brush, precise, that's the word, precise brush, and I'm going to go over my nose and around the one corner of my nose and my jaw because I really want it to look like I was in a fight or in the ring and got a little bit beat up. So I'm going to go above my eyebrow as well. Basically what I do to map out where exactly I want the bruises is I put my fist just against my eye socket so you can see for sizing wise how big or small you would like it. So now you're going to take a kind of reddish purple shadow and you're going to go over your bruises with a big blending brush. This is all based on personal preference too. You can leave some areas with just the black and red so they look a little bit fresher than your other bruises, but I'm going to go over all the bruises with this because this is what really makes it blend into your skin and makes it look like you were in a fight. So I'm going to blend this out, especially on my jaw because that is such a big prominent area that I wanted it to really look good. And be messy. You don't have to be perfect with this at all. It's not supposed to look like makeup. It's supposed to look like you were in a fight. So get creative and really just play with it. So this is my favorite part of the makeup now. We're going to fill all the areas that you want to look really swollen with a matte yellow shadow. I'm using this pigment from NYX in Hot Yellow, and I'm just going over the outlines of all of the bruises. So this will basically make everything look really puffy, and it's honestly my favorite part because this is where the look really starts to look old, and like some bruises are healing and some bruises aren't. So I'm paying attention to the underneath of my jaw and the above, basically where your jawbone is, and especially around my nose because I really want it to look broken and almost like it's healing. So now I'm going to take this green pigment in Hot Green from NYX, and I'm going to use this very lightly in the areas because you don't want it to look too green, but it just helps create that yellow to look more realistic and gross, like there's actually blood under the skin draining. So I'm going to blend that out on the edges and a few places over my lips. And I put a little bit on my nose at one point. And now we're going to take a red matte shadow and you're going to add it wherever you want, just a little bit more definition or to look fresher. So I put it under my eye and on my nose. It makes you look more swollen when you put the red because it looks more like, well, just swollen. So I'm putting that on and blending it out, but you don't have to use the exact colors I use, but these are just what I found work best for me with my skin tone. If you're a little bit darker than me, you're probably going to need some darker purples and some brighter yellows. So now I'm going to take a fluffy brush and I'm going to take a deeper purple and really fill in under my eyes. I already have dark circles under my eyes, but I want them to be even more defined, so I kind of just went over where they naturally are and over my nose and my eyebrow. This is really going to blend in those yellows and reds to make them look just more real. I'm rambling now. So just blend all that out and make it look good, and it's all to your personal preference. So to complete the look, I'm going to take this Maybelline Jumbo lipstick in ballet slippers and put it over my lips. It matches my natural lip color, but just makes it look a little bit more shiny, so it'll give a nice contour between the bruises and your lips. So this is basically the last step, and you don't have to do this step, but I think it just creates a lot more. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!